Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. We knocked out some jambalaya in Arizona. Leaving on a jet plane. What's up, girls? We're going to Arizona. Headed out. Gonna cook for some people. You're slow, folks. You're slow, Zoe Jane. Slow. I gotta tell you, man, I love the New Orleans International Airport. It is so beautiful. They did a great job when they put this thing together. You gotta check it out. Entering the plane right here, the stewardess was telling me how lucky I was.
How lucky are you?
I'm so lucky. My little Zoe Jane was very nervous to fly. It was kind of fun watching her throughout the trip, but she did a really good job. Then I looked over at Juliet and her hands were shaking. So I knew she was nervous too. But she settled in pretty comfortably, started taking some videos. At one point I looked over and she tripped me out a little bit. I saw this plane and I was like, what's going on here? And then I realized she was playing with a toy. I got Zoe with that button recline trick. She shot me some daggers. Once we started to see some mountains, we knew we were gonna land soon. And I tell you, when we got on the road, the mountains were amazing. Check out this giant pumpkin right here. That was probably the most random thing I've seen on this trip. Of course, it's not often you see a cactus in someone's front yard.
Hello.
Hey, dog.
Hello.
What are you doing? Come on, you coming out? Their dog, Coco, jumped in our car the second we got there. It was really funny, but it was time to cook some jambalaya. All right, so we got 6 pounds of Boston butt pork cut up, seasoned with some kosher salt. I'm gonna drop that in this pot. I got a little bit of oil in here. Get close up on that, babe. Check that out. Nice here. We're gonna let that brown up for 20, 25 minutes. I was pretty thankful right here because Miss Kathy had purchased this pot and burner setup from the Pierreport store down where I'm from. They got it to her just in time for me to knock this out for her and her family. So I was giving her some pointers here on how I go about cooking in it. I had let this pork sit for a little bit before I started moving it around. I wanted to get a little sear and also help the meat release from the pot. Get up in there and see that browning in that pot. Get up in there. That is good stuff right there. See all on that wall right there? Let's see what we got now. We got 6 pounds of some boneless chicken thighs right here that's been seasoned with some paya seasoning. I'm gonna drop that in, get that nice and browned up with this pork. It's gonna be beautiful. There we go. Sound good. I got a Big Mike sausage right here. All right, that mild blend. You know, we're trying to keep everybody's palates nice and safe here in Arizona. I'm not sure what their thresholds are here, but you know, in Louisiana we like our stuff kicked up a little bit. So we're gonna throw that down and brown it up. Boom. There we go. Moving out this sausage now. And that grease. In the bowl right here. We work with what we got here in Arizona. And it's working just fine. All right, so I got 10 yellow onions all chopped up right here. We're about to get that grat from that pot. It's like this. These to sit because they'll start to sweat. And they're gonna release all that goodness from the bottom there. Really brown these onions. What we got here is a whole stalk of celery and about 5 green bell peppers. Put it right on top. Let that sit for a little bit. Gonna pick up that bottom. Oh. All right, we got 1/4 cup of that paya seasoning. Not pia, all right, it's paya. Right here we got 10 beef bouillon cubes. Bouillon.
Got a new sound for you.
That's it, man. Bouillon. All right, what we got here is probably about a third, maybe a fourth, maybe half, who knows. A cup of minced garlic. We're throwing that in, it's a little easier. It's gonna give it great flavor. Get that in there. If you can't get that, you scoop it out. All right, I'm gonna put in 6 32-ounce containers of chicken stock. Getting them in here, gonna break up that size, look at that. Kind of letting that break up there, get some of that nice goodness. These first two we're gonna put in there and just kind of break up the bottom. Make sure we get everything broken up nice. Nice color up. Look how pretty that is. All right, before I put the rest of the stock in, I'll put this meat in so that way we're not splashing all over the place. That's our chicken and pork. We got some more chicken and pork right here. And we're gonna get our smoked sausage. Smoked sausage in the house. Look how pretty.
That's beautiful.
That's big.
Wow.
Put the rest of our stock in. Hot sauce. We got 1/4 cup of browning sauce. Some of y'all get upset about this. I don't care. If you're putting anything in your jambalaya that brings color, it is what it is. You do you. All right, I got 5 bunches of green onions right here. I'm gonna chop them all up. I'm gonna put them in now. It's gonna cook in there. Smells delicious. All right, so we brought this to a slight boil here. This is when I like to add the rice in. So I'm gonna do 5 pounds of rice. And we're gonna get that stirred in and make sure it comes back to a boil. All right, so now that we got this to a boil, we're going to cover this up and then lower our fire to a very low heat. All right, you want to get it down to a simmer as low as you can get it without the burner going off. And we're gonna let that cook for 20 minutes, just like that. So it's crazy right here. It looks very runny and liquidy. But this is the cool part of jambalaya. Rice is gonna start coming up right here. Yeah. I'm gonna start soaking that. Now we're gonna cover this up and let this continue to cook. Let it sit there for another 20 minutes. It's gonna soak up all that goodness. I just want y'all to know here in Arizona, I had to pull double shift here. I was doing a little bit of jambalaya, but they also got me boiling some crawfish. So we're doing it big, but I don't know. This may be their last meal because it is got a little bit of a kick, but you know, hey, you know, in Louisiana, man, we make food that pop you right in the mouth. All right, guys, look, this is Miss Kathy Plancher right here. I gotta give her a big shout out. The reason why I'm even here in Arizona right now is because Miss Kathy and her family made a huge donation to the Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center, and what that entailed was whoever made the largest donation brought me here. And she made a substantial donation. Do you want me to share the donation? Or you? Okay. I wanted to say, look, I thought it's really humbling what she did to get my family and I out here. We're having a great time. So we can go ahead and try some crawfish. Now, I don't know if you want to suck the head. I will.
You go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so like, you know, I'll suck this head.
Pretty good.
Very good. So what you probably going to do is, you have a normal way of peeling crawfish?
I want to see all the way around.
Yeah, so she's going to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I see you go faster.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, well done.
Oh, there we go. Not bad, huh?
Oh, that looks good.
Really good.
We're knocking it out.
Thank you.
Ready? All right, some of that rice should have soaked up the goodness. Perfect, man. That's where we want to be, man. See a little bit of juice right there? That's perfect. We're getting good. Oh, that's not even much juice. Oh, gosh, dude, that's it. That is beautiful stuff. Look at that. Oh, man, I gotta say, it smells amazing. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Blow on that a little bit. I don't want you to burn your palate or nothing. We got time. I can edit this video. Okay, I can leave this part out. This is called filibuster. Yeah, sure. Yeah. True Louisiana would do just that.
Yeah.
Beer in hand, bite of jambalaya.
Pretty good.
What? Really good.
Really good?
Really good.
Awesome. That's what's up.
Really good. Oh my gosh.
Jambalaya 101.
TV don't mean that much to me, 'cause I got higher definition in my reality. What's up?